I first got into basketball when I was really young. When we was really young, we had a team called Future Shock.
Okay, what age was that?
Man, I was young, 9, 10.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And Future Shock was put together by Clinton Puller Lightburn.
Okay.
And you gotta understand, Puller at the time to us was like Michael Jordan. So it was like Michael Jordan coaching you at the time.
He's one of Belize's
He is Belize's best. You know what I mean? It's not one. He's Belize's best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we want to get that confused. But what Puller did, Puller also came to college here. He played college ball here. You know what I mean? And he understood where the game was going. Like, he was so light years ahead of everybody when it comes to basketball in that country.
Right.
You know what I mean? So from I was 8, 9 years old, he used to have me dribble my left hand and have me play like a guard.
Right.
So
like a guard?
Like a point guard, yeah.
Okay.
So I was dribbling and doing all this stuff, like a point guard when I was like 8, 9 years old. So when I got into my little growth spurt, I was already a guard. Like that skill that I had coming up that he taught us, I just grew with it. You know what I mean? So I was like a 6'5", 6'6" point guard. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
And he also taught us how to play defense. So the defense that they play in Belize is a lot of zone.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, he had us play a lot of man. Now, when I came to college here in the States, I really learned how to play organized basketball and how to play man in different schemes and so forth. But it started with him, man. So he started with Future Shock, you know what I mean? And what we should do with Future Shock, we should go around the country and beat everybody. These were like older squads, so we'd go to Ladeville, we go everywhere.
Right.
All over the city. We were undefeated.
Okay.
We have not lost a game.
Wow.
When I was a kid. You know what I mean? So after that, I ended up coming, I was in LA for a while, and I came back to Belize in 1997.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And in 1997, I went to the best school in Belize, Western College, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I know y'all be hating on Westland, man, but shout out to everybody from Westland, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, when I first got there, man, I remember the year before when I got there, St. John's had won. St. John's College had won.
Yeah, they were good in basketball.
Oh my God. So you know what I mean? So those guys were cocky as hell. They were all flashy and had a swag. I mean, they won. So you should
chips,
yeah, but it was that day. It was on the 21st when we was marching. That was the day that I realized that, man, I was gonna demolish these dudes around here. You know what I mean? Like straight up. You know what I'm saying?
You took it as a challenge when you saw them.
Beyond a challenge, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes are too cocky for me. So I couldn't wait to play them. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, man. And I remember my first game when we played Excelsior High in my first game. But for some reason, the coach was hating on me, or we just had a misunderstanding, and I didn't get to start that game. I was coming off the bench, and we were losing. You know what I'm saying? And this is the first game now.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Edgar, man, Edgar Flores. He was our coach at the time. And Mr. Joel Wade and Mr. Armstrong was like, yo, hold up. They take sports serious. Well, you know what I mean?
We know that. And I didn't even go to Western College, and I know that.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about our whole school is at the game, man. The entire school. They used to give people points to go to the game. So our whole school was at the game. And man, they told this dude like, "Yo, hold up, man. I don't know what you want, but this dude got to play."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he put me in the game. I'm talking about within 5 minutes, man. I probably scored like 12, 15 points in like 5, 10 minutes. I ended off the half with a big old dunk. And when I dunked the ball in high school,
dunking in high school.
Yeah, when you dunk in high school, people in Belize are like, "Yo, like they all excited, man." You know what I'm saying? So we ended up winning the game, man. And I got a quick story to tell too. Like that year, St. John's wasn't even our top competition. It was ACC.
Okay.
And ACC had a nice squad, man. Those dudes were some dogs. Your boy was the coach, too, for Western College, Pippen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, man, but they were disrespectful, man. I remember we were in class, and they used to run through our gym and play in our courts while we in class and all type of nonsense, man.
Oh, yeah, because you guys, like,
so they would work out. They would run through our school, make a lot of noise, play basketball on our court, and run back out and go back to ACC,
Oh,
man.
wow.
That's how disrespectful these guys were, man. So I was Superman when I played them. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna teach them a lesson.
Oh yeah, I remember. But check this out. There was a game in high school. They almost beat us, man. It was like we was up by 1 point, and I fought foul Tariq, and Tariq is Polo's son, Tariq Lightbrother. What's up, Tariq? He went to the free throw line to he could have won the game. This would have been our first loss, and he missed both free throws.
Oh man, he got tight.
He got tight. He got tight, man.
Oh,
So
Tariq.
shout out to my man Tariq, man.
Oh, man. Okay, he
And,
probably didn't hear the end of it from his
yeah.
dad.
Oh yeah. So that was a good game, man. We did our thing, man. That squad had my man Ja Miracle Urkel. My man Melvin Myers. He even had your minister, man, OJ, man, the assassin.
The assassin.
Yeah, man. OJ Arrington was our assassin, man. Man, when you want somebody to be put out, man, you put OJ on
Oh,
him,
my
man.
goodness.
OJ's the guy. You know?
All right, Hitman OJ.
Straight up, man. So yeah, man. So out of high school, I went straight to CARICOM. I was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went straight to CARICOM, and CARICOM was like something similar to what you said. We had an international coach. So our coach at the time was David Greenwood. He was an NBA player.
Okay.
And he came to Belize with no biases. He came to Belize with
No
knowledge
politics,
of
nothing.
He wasn't attached
involved.
to nothing
That's
in Belize.
right.
You know what I mean? And they gave him the range to do whatever he wanted. And he brought what we used to do in LA. You know what I mean? So he brought that strict understanding in the game. You'll be in practice on time. It's like you in college,
Right.
pretty much. And shout out to Polo again, man. He used to get me a practice every day, and
This time you were still in high school.
still in
right?
high school.
Yeah, you were the youngest player in that
Yeah,
team.
I was still in high school, but Polo would make sure I get to practice every day and
That's what's
make
up.
sure I was taken care of, man. And
See, that's the mentorship that's
Yeah.
lacking from other sports.
That's
right
what I'm
there.
trying to
Or
say, but-
from probably basketball today.
and it's crazy because you understand, like, there was semi-pro going on at that time, and Raiders was like the #1 team.
Okay.
So Raiders had their guys that were practicing for the squad. Then you got the MVP and Darren Bovell, who was the MVP of semi-pro at the time, was trying to
Okay.
practice. Then politics trying to get involved. I remember at that time,
Of course.
John Saldiva trying to bring guys from Belmont Punt. We're flying guys in from Belmont Punt. Like a couple of guys that I know that he flew in trying to get them on the team as well.
Flew in from
From out of the
international?
States, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And John Saldiva brought those guys in. You know what I'm saying?
And Greenwood didn't care about that.
he didn't care about none of that. So you really had to be good enough to make the squad.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And Greenwood saw that I was young, was determined, and he gave me a shot. You know what I mean? He banked on me. He gave me a shot, and I ended up making the squad. You know what I mean? Me and Kenmore made the squad, man, and the rest was history after that, man. We ended up winning the gold medal, and we went on to several other places from there. And, I ended up went to college after that, and it was all fun. Even college, man. Like, going to college from playing in Belize or playing on the national team, it's totally different. Like, when you play college ball, you got to have mentally,
Yep.
you got to be mentally strong,
Yep.
and you also got to be skill-wise.
That's right.
So, the skill-wise, when I first went to, because I went to junior college first, I went to Long Beach City. Going to Long Beach City, I maintained a GPA of 3.5. Okay? At the same time, I was still had to make the team. So when I first went to the gym, we had about 60 guys
Oh, wow.
trying to make the squad. And the way I got hooked up with that, man, I remember when I got back to LA, my man Olin Simplice trying to help me out. He wanted me to go to Trade Tech, so LA Trade Tech. So he had me set up to go to LA Trade Tech. Then my other guy from Kent Bennett, he was like, nah, he went to University of San Francisco, and his assistant coach was the assistant coach now at Long Beach City. And we had a game. I had to play a game with him, and they came and watched me play. And I probably went for like 40 in the game that he saw us play. And they were like, yo, they want to sign me now.
That's what's up.
They want to sign me now. So when I actually got to the gym to work out to see the guys, there were 60 people in the gym.
Wow.
So you had to like make the team from these
Right.
60 people. So I had to like run a mile in like 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I would probably never do that again.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, you had to maintain the GPA and so forth. So in junior college, I was everything. I was first team All-American and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I ended up going to school in Colorado, and you know, when I went out there, it was even tough. You know what I mean? It becomes like a business. You know what I mean? So to put it in perspective, so when I was in school in Colorado, our practice started at 5 a.m. in the morning. All right, so you're talking about a mile high. Belize is below sea level.
Below sea level, you're a mile high.
I'm a mile high.
Damn. And it's cold.
It's below. It's 10 below. It's 10 below.
Yes, that's tough.
So we had practice from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. every day. I had class from 8 to 12. I had individual skill workout from 12 to 1 o'clock. I had study hall from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I had weight room from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And after that, I had a job from 6 to 10.
Wow.
Every day.
That's tough.
And then every day I wanted to cry.
I can imagine.
You're so tired, you're sleeping in class. And again, if you fall below for our squad, it was like a 2.8. If you fall below 2.8, they pull your scholarship. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things I want people to understand, because one of the things I was always offended about, and I realized how hard it is to make it to the NBA, was when Milt actually made it. I was with Milt the entire way when he actually made it. Went to all his little tries, because Milt didn't get drafted. He went, you know, he got picked up from, at the time, it was the Grizzlies.
Okay.
Through the back door, pretty much, you know what I mean? And he bust his tail, and he was one of the best players I've seen, you know what I mean? And when he made it, I was just as glad. So it was when people were saying, well, he didn't show that he was that great in the NBA. That's how great the NBA is, you know what I mean? So for him to even be there was...
For you to even make it to the NBA, you gotta be great.
He's one of 400 people that can make it. So he was one of the guys that did it, man. And it takes a lot, man. There's a lot of mental stress, a lot of you know, everything. You know what I mean? You got to find everything within you to get to that level. So it's not something that you could just, you know what I mean, it just happened for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, the same question just to you, like how do you think you could contribute to basketball in Belize today?
You know, that's one of the things I've always reflected on a lot, because I felt like I've gotten so much, not only from the country of Belize, but from the people that pass it down to me. And I feel like that's one of the things that I've let down in a way that I've not given back out in what I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why it's kind of hard for me to criticize any of these kids and how they're doing it, because they're doing it their way. They're doing it the way they feel is best for them, and
with the best resources
they have. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for me now to look back and try to criticize any one of those guys that are doing anything now, because I'm in a position where I'm supposed to be the one that's passing it down.
It's not too late.
It's not.